Hi, this is Sharon Dolly from UMass Basketball, and the following is our Christmas present to you. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring.
Snowing and blowing and bushels of fun.
Now the jingle hop has begun.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle bells chime and jingle bell time.
Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square.
In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time
To rock the night away.
Jingle bell time, it's a swell time. Ooh.
To go gliding in a one-horse sleigh.
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock.
Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet.
That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square.
In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away.
Jingle bell time, it's a swell time
To go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet.
jingle around the clock. Are you just gonna leave me? Alright.
Mix and a mingle in a jingle feel.
That's the jingle bell.
That's the jingle bell.
That's the jingle bell rock.
I hope you enjoyed our Christmas present to you, and I hope we play a little bit better than we sing. And we'd just like to say from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Now, this is the UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
The biggest news from UMass Athletics in 2011 came from two separate press conferences at Gillette Stadium. The first in April to announce the move to the Bowl Subdivision and the Mid-American Conference. Then the second earlier this month announcing the hiring of new head coach Charlie Molnar. Now as the calendar year comes to an end, we look forward to what lies in store for 2012. Hi and welcome to our holiday special. We hope you enjoyed the Singing Minute Women at the beginning of our program. Coming up, we'll take a look at how some UMass athletes spread some holiday cheer in Springfield to some youngsters less fortunate. But first, let's take a look back at one of the biggest stories of 2011, one with a very personal connection for UMass basketball coach Derek Kellogg. It's hard to believe it was 7 months ago almost now that a tornado ravaged downtown Springfield, the hometown of UMass's head coach. A few days after the event, he toured the wreckage with CBS sports writer Jeff Goodman, and Cody Crushell takes a look back.
This is how UMass men's basketball coach Derek Kellogg found his hometown of Springfield in June, after the worst tornado to hit Massachusetts in nearly 60 years swept through the state.
It's kind of earth-shattering when you come down and firsthand see the devastation that a natural disaster can wreak havoc on a city or an area, and for it to be so close to where we are at UMass and to be my hometown of Springfield, and to be here in downtown Springfield and not recognize a lot of the buildings and streets, and in the background to see the South End Community Center. We've practiced there with our team. I brought my team in there to play to see Red Rosa, or a place that I've grown up in, actually have played and spent a lot of time. It's kind of gut-wrenching and it's a heartfelt feeling to be around here and see a lot of the things that these people have to go through.
It goes 39 miles in that direction. But the devastation isn't constant, because you'll find that there's just trees ripped up, and then there's another pocket of real devastation, and then more trees. As you drive through the neighborhood, Jeff, with Derek, you'll see in some areas just have a few trees down. You'll see cut up wood in their front yard, and the house maybe has a few pieces of vinyl off, and then you come to a house that's just blown apart. Sometimes they're right next to each other.
How crazy is this, Derek? Driving through and just seeing, when you look at windows boarded up and roofs caved in, and this is where you grew up.
Well, the toughest thing is when I went to one of the neighborhoods that I used to hang around with as a kid, and had some friends who lived there, and we used to go frequent their house, and I couldn't tell, whose house was which, and there was no street signs, so it was just, it almost reminded me of, being in New Orleans a little bit after Katrina, just the sheer devastation. And to, I've listened to people say that they couldn't tell where their house was or where their neighbor's house was, and that's pretty similar to what's going on here. Just no recollection of a lot of things as you drive around.
The deadly disaster left hundreds homeless and dozens hospitalized. Cathedral High School, Kellogg's alma mater, was nearly destroyed. It still hasn't reopened.
The city of Springfield is a city that has always persevered, and a lot of tough people that stick together and come together in times of need. And to see, from the politicians on down to the people that are in here doing the grunt work, it's just it's great to see that these people have really come together. And I'm trying to make sure that they realize they have good friends and family up in Amherst. That our team and our program and our university is here for them. And we've made sure that we've come down to help people at the shelter, to be around people in their neighborhoods, and to do some stuff to help the people in need get through this horrible disaster.
Now, in the almost 7 months since the tornado hit Springfield, the city has responded with great resolve. City officials now estimate that just about 90% of the damaged buildings have had some form of damage repair or remediation. Now, Cathedral High School, Coach Kellogg's alma mater, was declared a total loss, and the school is now operating in nearby Wilbraham while the building is rebuilt. Back now to UMass sports. We turn our attention to the ice, where this Minuteman is one of the best pro prospects in Hockey East. Just a sophomore, this Connecticut native leads the team in goals scored coming into the holiday break. Let's meet him now as Big Y presents In the Bunker with Michael Pereira.
I'm Mike Pereira. I'm number 7 for the University of Massachusetts hockey team. I'm a sophomore from West Haven, Connecticut. I think one thing that's different between our team and last year's team is that a lot of the freshmen, including myself, we definitely know what to expect this season, and every game is going to be a battle, and I think we definitely have a lot more confidence on and off the ice, and how we take care of our bodies on and off the ice in the gym, and preparing ourselves for the week ahead. So it's definitely something to look forward to this year. I definitely want to contribute a little more to the team and offensively, but I also want to produce more defensively, so to say, and take care of my own end, and I definitely want to make it to the Garden this year. It's something that we owe our seniors, TJ, and our captains, Mikey, and I think we have the team to do it. I think we have the people around here to do it. I think everyone's really excited. I have a lot of fun playing out there. Half the time you see me laughing, and it's definitely an experience playing in front of all the fans out in the Mullen Center, and playing in front of fans out in Hockey East. It's definitely an opportunity, and I take advantage of it at full offense, and definitely have a lot of fun playing.
Thanks so much, Michael. The Mass Attack is getting ready to return to Hockey East play in just a couple of weeks, including a huge matchup at Fenway Park in the first weekend of January against Vermont. We're going to step aside for the first time. Don't go away. When we come back, we turn our attention to the hardwood. We've got recent highlights and film study with Coach Kellogg coming up. I smell Chalk Talk. Stay tuned.
A superstar, super big, and let's not forget super tasty. Yeah, I'm proud to share my table with another New England legend, Superbird, the biggest rotisserie chicken in the universe. And you'll only find it at Big Y. Crackling on the outside and juicy on the inside, it dominates those other rotisserie chickens. Celebrate its 10-year anniversary by letting Superbird tackle dinner for your family. Superbird, only at your neighborhood Big Y world-class market.
The UMass Amherst Alumni Association is over 225,000 alumni strong. Our vibrant community participates in professional development programs, alumni clubs, athletic and other events around the globe. Explore the traditions, resources, and opportunities that are your UMass Amherst Alumni Association. Get connected today.
You are.
Before New Year's Eve, it's UMass taking on Central Connecticut State at the Mullen Center on December 30th.
watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Hi, this is Emil Iguanagu, Senior Captain of the football team. From me and my teammates, we would like to wish you happy holidays and happy New Year.
Thanks so much, Emil. It's time for us to flash back. As the UMass hockey team gets ready to head down to Florida off its 3-week holiday break, we flash back to the last time they went to the Sunshine State. Almost 4 years ago to the day in 2007, the Minutemen went to Tampa, and after beating 6th-ranked Notre Dame, they took on 4th-ranked Colorado College for the championship of the Lightning Hockey Classic. Let's flash back December 30th, 2007. With the game knotted at 2 in the second period, UMass had a 5-on-3 power play, and P.J. Fenton was able to capitalize with this goal, giving UMass its first lead of the game. The score was then tied at 3 heading into the third period, but Corey Quirk netted this early goal in the third, just 48 seconds into the period. But Colorado College would respond on the power play. Chad Rao able to beat Paul Dayton for the game-tying goal, sending the contest into overtime. There, UMass came up with the heroics. James Marcoux's shot gets saved, but right there for the rebound is Matt Berto. He puts in the game winner, giving the Minutemen a thrilling 5-4 victory and some fond memories from the state of Florida in 2007. After that tournament victory, the Minutemen received their highest ranking in program history, moving up to number 5 in the national polls. Now, 4 years later, they head back to the Sunshine State for a tournament again right before New Year's. It's time for us to switch gears and go to men's basketball, where UMass was able to win a regionally televised game before the holidays on the 17th of the month, taking down a very feisty Quinnipiac team. Let's take a look back at the highlights. Instant replay.
They're throwing the ball ahead and getting opportunities for an open three. Oh, no.
And the alley-oop. Maxi Esho on the receiving end. And Gauze can't hold on to it. Farrell picks his pocket for the dunk. And the alley-oop to Carter.
Well, UMass came out of the locker room probably with 7 minutes on the clock.
Williams hooks it out for Vincent for 3.
I want to get a timeout here if you're Quinnipiac, Billy, because UMass exploded.
Drame, the shot, can't get it to go. And here comes UMass on the run. The alley-oop. Vincent catches and banks it in one motion. Williams.
No. Up and under with his left hand, and Kellogg from UMass is out there to give him a high five.
Good hands by Jamie Jackson. Ball loose on the floor. They dive for it, and the timeout called by UMass just before the tie-up.
Also before Christmas time, women's basketball was able to pick up 2 key road wins at Binghamton, then at Siena to extend a winning streak to 3 games. Let's see how it happened.
Robinson, now they kick it out long. Three, Cloutier knocks it down. Possession game with 2:38 to go. Montgomery in transition, shot no good. Rodney up, the bucket and the foul for the freshman Aisha Rodney.
Here, this is Cloutier. 3 seconds to shoot. Zulo long 3 is good, and we're tied. Back-to-back threes by UMass to start the second half. Shooting a little better from beyond the arc today. 3 of 10. Again, came in just 19% on the year. Inside, muscling it up and in is Watson over Zarotny. A rare, easy basket for Watson. Zulo outside to Cloutier. Cloutier, little fadeaway, well off the mark. Right there, though, is Watson for another putback for UMass as the Minutemen get the 5th career victory, number 500. 500th win all-time for UMass.
Back to men's hoops now. The Minutemen have been very exciting to watch so far this season with their new up and down style that's produced some high-flying finishes at the rim. To see how they've done so electrifyingly, let's go to their head coach, Derek Kellogg. He's in his favorite spot, the brain. It's time for Coke Chalk Talk.
Here we are once again with my good friend the Brain, where a lot of our work is done and our tape breakdown takes place. Today you're going to see the UMass Minutemen really sharing the basketball and attacking the rim with our alley-oop dunks, and even one from our man TV that wasn't an alley-oop. Here we see us in transition doing a good job on our press, and then Maxi Esho, one of the best things he does is run to the rim, gets above the rim, and we really work every day on throwing balls to the rim on alley-oop passes, and Maxi's giving us another athletic, long wing guy who can get to the rim. Here we go.
go off a steal. Raphael Putney from Javon Farrell with a great play, pushing it up the floor. One more time, my man Maxey flying up and down the floor, getting above the rim and looking to make plays. Here we are to start the second half. Freeze. Raphael Putney not settling for the three, and this is what we work on. When we drive the ball, I like our bigs to relocate and look for the alley-oop dunk. Here goes Putney, driving it to the rim, lob pass to Sean Carter with a big-time finish, getting us off to a good start. And then my man TV working the baseline here. He gets it out to Jesse Morgan, a nice drive, a good shuffle pass. TV above the rim for the big-time slam. Three on the break where we're looking to throw it high over the backside of the defense for alley-oop dunks. We saw Sean Carter on an alley-oop on a dribble drive play, and my man TV relocating on the baseline for an easy dunk. Hopefully we're playing a more exciting style. We're running harder. We're getting alley-oops, and it looks like the kids are feeding off the energy that comes from our guys sharing the basketball and scoring on some big-time dunks.
Thanks, Coach. We're going to step aside for just a few moments. Come on right back with us, and we'll visit with some UMass athletes who got into the holiday spirit by visiting a nearby children's hospital. Stay tuned.
6.9 is a breakthrough. 6.9 is a physics lesson. 6.9 is the outer limits. 6.9 is an explosion.
He just got faster.
6.9 is ounces, and that makes this the lightest ever.
A superstar, super big, and let's not forget super tasty. Yeah, I'm proud to share my table with another New England legend, Superbird, the biggest rotisserie chicken in the universe. And you'll only find it at Big Y. Crackling on the outside and juicy on the inside, it dominates those other rotisserie chickens. Celebrate its 10-year anniversary by letting Superbird tackle dinner for your family. Superbird, only at your neighborhood Big Y world-class market.
Tony Barbie, played here from 89 to 93. With just the entire experience of my whole career, coming in on the ground floor when we were starting over, and we took a UMass program with Coach Cal as our leader and all of my teammates, and took it from a program that went to the NIT my first 2 years, to playing in the NIT Final Four in the Madison Square Garden, to playing in the Sweet 16 against Kentucky my junior year, and then finally in the NCAA tournament my senior year.
Anton slaps the ball. Looks for Barbie, turn around,
Having a great season, the head coach of the Auburn Tigers down in the SEC, and trying to do what Derek's doing here at UMass is build a special program. Derek is not only a former teammate of mine, but he's one of my best friends, not just in this business, but in life. And so the opportunity to be able to come back not only to UMass, but to come back and support him and let him know that I appreciate what he's doing for our alma mater is special.
Tony Barbie is still 7th on the career scoring list at UMass with over 1,600 points, including some of the most memorable shots in program history. After his playing days, he, like his former teammate Derek Kellogg, has gone on to a successful head coaching career. We wish him best of luck down in the SEC at Auburn this season. Before the holiday season came upon us, some UMass athletes gathered toys at recent games. Then they took them to hand-deliver to children less fortunate at Shriners Hospital in Springfield. Cody Kershell looks at it as UMass Catering presents Serving the Community.
It's a nearly decade-old tradition, and it continued this December as UMass student-athletes paid a visit to the Shriners Hospital in Springfield to spread some holiday cheer.
We've been collecting toys for about the past month now. We collected at 2 basketball games, 2 hockey games, and we come here every year and we deliver toys to the kids, and it's really good. It's a lot of fun.
The final count, 11 boxes of new toys, 2 bags of stuffed animals, 2 tricycles, and dozens of happy kids.
The community brought us a ton of toys. We got way more toys than there are kids here, so it's great. You know, we're getting to give them 2, 3, 4 toys, and they're going to have extras left over.
A lot of the children come here every week or every month or once a year to come in for clinic, and it's almost a home away from home. So to receive a present or a gift from one of these wonderful community groups is a special treat, because sometimes they're coming in for outpatient visits that might be a little uncomfortable. So this helps to make it a little more welcoming to come to Shriners Hospital and see the doctors and say, hey, I'm going to get a toy.
The mission of Shriners Hospitals is to increase the quality of life for children with special health care needs. And it's safe to say UMass's Student Athlete Advisory Committee played a role in doing just that.
It's funny when they first get there, though, they're all really overwhelmed and kind of step back and look at everything, and it takes them a few minutes to kind of take it all in and realize how many toys they're actually getting and how many toys are there and that they're allowed to take them. You know, I don't know how many times a kid walks into a room and there's 100 toys and he can take whatever he wants, so it's pretty fun to see.
Probably the popular toy right now is the fire truck that one kid actually just stole. Not stole, but came over, just dived right in, grabbed it, and ran away with it. It seemed like it was a hot commodity.
And the spirit of giving is not limited only to the handful of current athletes who made the trip to Springfield.
Mike Donato, one of our former baseball players, he was on SAC. He got to come, I think it was 2 years ago, to Shriners to donate the toys. And he now is a teacher in the Springfield School District. And he emailed me randomly the other day and said, you know what, we're interested in doing a toy drive. And I pitched it to our faculty, and they're behind it. Do you have contact information? So I put him in touch with Shriners, and they're actually coming on the 21st to deliver toys themselves. So it's really fantastic that this is kind of branched out into other folks contributing.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Cruciel.
It was great to see the UMass athletes delivering toys at Shriners Hospital, a place that is 2 streets from where I grew up in the Springfield, Mass area. When we return, we'll get some student athletes' New Year's resolutions.
Well, this is Ken O'Brien. I'm the track and field and cross country coach here at the University of Massachusetts. And I'd like to wish everybody a very happy New Year, a very Merry Christmas, a great holiday season from the student athletes, from the men's and women's cross country and track and field teams, and the coaching staff of the same.
UMass Amherst Alumni Association
provides resources for alumni
and students,
like campus to career programs, online tools,
scholarships and mentoring opportunities
that prepare students for life after graduation.
The Alumni Association sponsors student traditions
and athletic events.
Make connections at social,
professional,
and cultural alumni events
across the country.
You are UMass!
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Hi, I'm Megan Collins, Senior Captain of Women's Soccer. For my team and I, happy holidays and have a happy New Year's.
Thanks, Megan, and welcome back to our holiday special. It's time for the lighter side, and as we reach the end of the calendar year, we got to wondering what changes some UMass athletes had in mind for 2012. So we asked some of them, what is your New Year's resolution? Let's check it out and see this week's lighter side.
My New Year's resolution is actually get a lot stronger and hopefully get these wins before conference play comes around.
A New Year's resolution? I actually have New Year's resolutions. I think you should have more than one. One, I want to get leaner, even though I am kind of already lean, but that's one.
My New Year's resolution is to try to stay a little bit injury-free. Jeff Smith's been working on me, countless hours every day, and I give it credit to him, and hopefully I can be out of there and just be on the ice.
I'm a senior this year, so I would love to find a job next year. So that's it.
No, do everything I've been doing better than I usually do it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Getting back on the court with my girls, just getting my knee back stronger, and just playing and practicing with them. It'd be great.
Get better grades than I did last year. Pretty much hit. Didn't do too well last year.
Do better in school.
That means you needed improvement?
Yeah. You can always improve in academics, at least for me.
How are you going to get stronger? We talk about this all the time.
Working with Big Rich, our new strength and conditioning coach, really working with him over the summer, lifting like 3 times a week, so getting stronger, that's what it is, working hard with him.
Another one, I want to travel a lot more, even though we're in season, but next spring definitely want to travel a lot more.
That's something you've been thinking a lot about?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I've had a lot of time to think about it, and that's probably my top priority.
You got any leads?
A little bit. Think about like a market research analyst or like, intern.
What have you been doing?
Playing basketball, going to school. Do everything I've been doing.
How are you going to do it better?
Progress on the court, progress in the classroom.
How are you going to go about
making that resolution come true?
Just, doing whatever my trainers say, like taking it slow but being smart at the same time. Not rushing into it, but just doing everything they say and it will come.
How are you going to do that? Go to class, actually do all my work. That's pretty much it.
How are you going to go about making that a reality?
Stop playing some video games, maybe study a little bit.
You got a target weight?
Trying to get 190, man. Trying to hit it, man.
What are you at?
I'm at 182.
It's not bad. You can do it.
Hopefully.
Do some more reps.
Yeah.
Where do you want to travel?
I want to go to actually Las Vegas for my birthday. So I've never been there. I heard it's really hot, but I really want to go.
You made you're making a New Year's resolution to get to Vegas.
Yes. Surprising enough, yes.
There may be some people watching the show right now. You want to give a little pitch for yourself?
Yeah, I'm a marketing and psychology major at the Eisenberg School of Management with a 3.5 around that, so hit me up.
They're going to make the academic counselors are going to stay on you, aren't they?
Oh, of course. They've been on me this semester, and I've been doing a lot better, but yeah, it's night and day from last year. I didn't really do too much.
2012, first day of practice, I am being on the court, being dark, I can't wait.
You got the date circled on the calendar.
Yeah, definitely a countdown.
Are resolutions usually supposed to be something like self-sacrificing?
People do that, losing weight, but no, that's not for me.
You want to lose weight and go to Vegas?
Yeah, definitely.
The two usually don't go together.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. Thanks for sharing those resolutions. And as we finish the program, it's time to take a look at what's coming up for the UMass teams in the final week of 2011, then the first week of 2012. It's our look at the weeks ahead. The men's basketball team has a pair of home games coming up after the holidays. First, they host Central Connecticut State Friday, December 30th at 7 in the final non-conference game of the season. Then after New Year's, the Minutemen begin A-10 play with a matchup against Fordham at Mullins on Thursday, January 5th. That one also tips off at 7. The hockey team heads to Florida for the Everblades Classic on December 29th and 30th. First, they take on Cornell at 7 on the 29th, then will battle either Clarkson or Maine on the 30th. Following that trip, it's back to Hockey East play on Thursday, January the 5th, as UMass takes on the Providence Friars at 7 in a rare non-weekend Hockey East game. Finally, the Minute Women basketball team travels to Virginia for the UVA Cavalier Classic on December 28th and 29th. First, Sharon Dolly's team takes on Elon at 4:30 on the 28th, then will battle either UVA or Wagner on the 29th. After New Year's, it's back home for their final non-conference game. They'll host Harvard at the Mullins Center on Tuesday, January 3rd at 7, a game that can be seen on CBS 3 Now in the Pioneer Valley. And that'll do it for our show. We hope you have a happy and healthy holiday season. From all of us here at UMass Athletics, so long and happy holidays.
The UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Big Y World-Class Markets, Adidas, UMass Catering, the UMass Alumni Association, and UMassathletics.com.